Have you ever looked at your life from the outside and thought, everything seems fine, so why do I feel so far away from myself?
You still go to work. You still answer messages. You still pay the bills, show up for your responsibilities, and smile when people ask how you are.
Nothing has collapsed. Nothing looks dramatic from the outside. But deep inside, there may be a quiet part of you that does not feel fully alive anymore. And that is the part most men do not talk about. There comes a moment after 40 when a man realizes the real danger is not that his life will fall apart publicly. The real danger is that he might slowly disappear inside a life that still looks successful to everyone else. Welcome to Prime Over 40. Today, we are talking about why so many men begin to die inside after 40, and how to recognize whether you are quietly heading in the same direction. Stay with this until the end, because this is not about fear. It is about waking up before your life becomes something you only maintain, but no longer truly live. After more than 17 years inside corporate environments, I noticed something that changed how I saw success. Some men do not collapse. They keep functioning. They attend meetings, lead teams, book flights, manage deadlines, and shake hands in rooms full of people who think they are doing well. But if you watch closely, something has gone missing. Their eyes no longer carry curiosity. Their voice no longer carries conviction. They laugh at the right moments, but the laughter does not travel very far. These are not weak men.
Many of them are capable, respected, and responsible. Yet somewhere along the way, they stopped feeling connected to the life they were working so hard to maintain.
So let me ask you something uncomfortable.
Do you still want the life you are protecting every day? Or are you simply afraid of what would happen if you stopped? The first way men die inside is by turning responsibility into a prison. Responsibility is noble. A man should provide, protect, keep his word, and carry weight when life demands it. But something dangerous happens when responsibility becomes the only identity you have left. You stop asking what gives you energy. You stop noticing what makes you feel alive. Slowly, your life becomes one long act of maintenance. You maintain the mortgage, the role, the image, the calendar, the reputation, and the version of yourself that everyone expects you to remain. You see it on a Sunday morning. The house is quiet, coffee is still warm, and nobody has asked you to work. But you open the laptop anyway. You tell yourself it will only take 10 minutes. Then, an hour disappears, and while your family moves around in the background, your mind is already inside Monday. You are technically there, but not really there. That is where many men begin losing something they cannot easily name. Not money, not status, presence.
Sun Tzu understood that a man who does not know his position will be pulled into battles that do not belong to him.
In modern life, that battlefield can look like an inbox, a calendar, or the habit of being constantly available to everyone except yourself.
The second way men die inside is by becoming addicted to external proof. When something good happens in your career, how long does the satisfaction actually last? You get the recognition, close the deal, receive the message saying, "Great job," and for a moment, you feel seen. Then the feeling fades, and almost immediately you need the next win, the next number, the next reason to believe you are still valuable.
That is not ambition anymore. That is dependency. And a dependent man is easy to control.
When your peace depends on applause, you have placed your inner life in enemy territory.
A younger rival, a cold email, a missed opportunity, or a smaller bonus can suddenly own your mood for the entire day.
The third way men die inside is by confusing comfort with peace. After years of striving, a man may finally build the comfortable life he once wanted. A nicer home, better restaurants, a good watch, a better neighborhood. There is nothing wrong with comfort. The danger begins when comfort replaces meaning. You stop taking risks that would make you feel alive. You stop having honest conversations because peacekeeping feels easier.
You do not hate your life, but you do not feel deeply moved by it either. That middle state is dangerous. It is not painful enough to force change, and not fulfilling enough to feel alive. It is simply comfortable enough to keep drifting.
So ask yourself honestly, are you truly at peace, or have you simply become comfortable enough to avoid the truth? The fourth way men die inside is by becoming emotionally unreachable. This happens quietly. You get disappointed enough times so you stop expecting much. You get misunderstood enough times so you stop explaining. You get tired enough times so you stop expressing what you actually feel. At first, it looks like maturity. You become calmer, less reactive, more controlled. But there is a difference between emotional discipline and emotional numbness. Discipline means you feel deeply and still choose your response. Numbness means you stopped feeling much at all. If someone close to you asks, "What is wrong?" and you say, "Nothing," not because nothing is wrong,
but because you no longer have the energy to explain what is happening inside, pay attention. That may not be strength. That may be shutdown.
Sun Tzu taught that victory begins with knowing yourself. Not the image you show, not the role you perform, and not the identity others reward.
Yourself, your fears, your fatigue, your hidden resentment, and your quiet hunger for a different kind of life.
So are you next? That depends on whether you keep ignoring the quiet signals inside you, or finally choose to listen.
You do not need to burn your life down. You need to reclaim command. Start with your attention. Start with your energy.
Start with your definition of success. Did you choose it? Or did you inherit it from a world that profits from your insecurity?
A man does not come back to life all at once. He returns through small decisions, repeated daily. He stops confusing exhaustion with importance. He stops measuring his value by how needed he feels. He stops chasing noise and starts listening to the quiet part of himself that still knows what matters. That is when a man starts living again. Not loudly, not dramatically, but deeply. If this message reached something in you, stay with Prime Over 40. This channel is for men who are done performing strength and ready to build the kind that cannot be taken away.
The second half of life should not be your slow disappearance. It should be your deepest return.